Okay, I think I have a good one for you today on the budget watch. It's not really a review um, in the sense that I'm comparing three of pretty much the same watch. That's what I'm doing. Three of the same watch. And there's a story that goes here. But let's start off with taking a look at the watches. The story kind of goes like this. I got this Pagani, they call it the PD 1682. And I really like this watch. And it was version 2. In version 2, I got it in November of 22. It has its own Pagani movement. It's 42 and it is 13 millimeter thick. And so it's Pagani's own movement. And I just love the style and look of this watch. Now I know it was borrowed, homaged, whatever, from a very expensive watch. But you know, when you hit a watch that you just like to wear, and I thought this 42 was a great match. Here comes the problem. It didn't keep time worth a crap. Sorry for my language, but it didn't keep time well. It was off by like 10, 15 minutes a day. It was just off. And all I'm going to tell you is, yeah, I'm going to do it here in a second here. I'm just going to screw this back down so you kind of get what it really looks like. What I did is I took the back off over like a 3-week period. I'm going to say 5 times a week. Now I didn't have any kind of calibration, but I kept playing with the adjustment. And believe it or not, I eventually, after moving the adjustment around, got it to be really pretty close. Maybe it's off by a minute or two. Not really acceptable in a watch category, but it's what it is. And so I loved it so much I didn't return it. I probably should have returned it, but I kept it. I got it pretty close to working to the time, and I thought, ugh. And then a couple of months later, what did I do? I bought the watch again. I said, you know, so many people love this watch. I bought it again. Can you see the problem with this second watch? It's only this one number, 26. When you look at the Cyclops and the 26, it's not, the 6 isn't printed right. It's got a spot on it. It's got a spot on that under dial. No other date is off. But on this one, that is the one signifying thing that I can tell the difference. And I want to tell the difference because I haven't taken the back off from this one. I feel a little more confident going into water with 100 meters of water resistance. So I feel more confident with this one. And I like it. I liked it, and then comes August. And in August, Pagani had been selling, it says there's extra coating on the glass, and they went to an NH34 movement. And really that's what did the trick for me. With the movement problems of the first one, I wanted to try it. I was like, I kept resisting that 40 for my wrists would appear to be a little too small. I decided to try it. And so I've tried it, and I've had it. We're in September. I've worn it a number of times. I wore it all day today. And I have to tell you, when you compare this up to the first version, there is some noticeable differences, like the markers at each location. Like if you look close, the number 6, there appears to be there, and they tell you this, the markers are better and the loom is better on each marker. Now again, all for those that want to see loom, I don't really do loom that well. None of them last that long. Nothing has stood out like it's going to make a huge difference. But 42 versus that, I mean, you can see it's darker. Those markers around the top are darker. And the 40, you can't really tell on the wrist. I'm going to show you what the 40 looks like on the wrist and the 42. The one thing that it really is noticeable, and I'm holding them side by side, the Cyclops on the 40 really enlarges the number. Now, Cyclops doesn't do much on the 42. Really doesn't. Now, there's not a lot to the comparisons are similar. You know, the watch is a little bit bigger as a 42, but the 40 just works. It really does work. If you look at that, that is a gorgeous watch. These here cost me around under $80. Let's just say 78, 72, depending on the sale, the 42s. And I doubt, I probably on the version 2 just got a bad one that wasn't keeping really good time. Because the 42 I got afterwards, this one here, keeps really good time, just like the 40 does. But, so you're looking at a watch that's about $78. This one, they charge you more. I believe it's for the NH34. And you're getting just a little bit better loom, markers. The Cyclops is better. It does look like they put a little extra coating on this. The price jumps up anywhere on sale from $105 to $125 that you can get this. If I had to do it all over again, I'd do the NH34. I really would. I think it just looks better. Look at how that Pagani on there, and if you look at the Pagani logo, I think it just looks clearer. If you really look at it, it just looks a little better. Now, I don't know if that's the coating or not. On this latest one, now, this one that I have in my hand, the 40 millimeter, this is a version 4. It's a version 4. Right now it's running a little less US dollars, 124, 125. You can also, it also goes all the way up to 140 at the moment, but on sale, I think I picked it up for 105. Let me just double check. Actually, I picked it up for 110 was the right number. So I don't think there's any other specifications Oh, there was one area that's a little different. The clasp on the bottom. You can see this one doesn't have the safety clasp that goes over on the 40. As you can see, the other one just has two push buttons on each side. Same for that one. But this one has, you know, the release that kind of, you have to do this double. And to be honest with you, either one works. Some people will just like this double. latch. This is the PD 1764. PD 1764. Well, I hope you like this comparison. I'm sure others. So I went from version 2 to version 4. I have no idea what version 1 was like or version 3. But you can get it with an extra strap, if that's kind of an orange strap. But check it out. I think I still wear this watch the most. I think it's the one that comes out. It just looks good. Hey, like and subscribe. I've got plenty more videos to come up. Actually, in my next video, I'm gonna go over the top selling watches on Aliexpress if you buy from Aliexpress, and I'm gonna point out how many of the top watches I have and ask you which ones you would like me to review. I think I want to do that, but here we are. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, it helps me out. Thanks.